From the back, looking at this thing, you think it might be like an MP3 player or a video player or something like that. You don't usually see digital cameras like the Nikon Coolpix S60 without any buttons at all on the back, but buttons are something that are very, very scarce on this particular camera. In fact, there are only two. One to turn it on and one for the shutter. The rest of the magic all happens on this really, really nice touchscreen, 3.5-inch touchscreen on the Nikon S60, and the touchscreen allows you some flexibility that you probably haven't seen in digital cameras before. But first, let me give you some of the quick details on this thing. First of all, very, very nice finish, very nice build quality on this camera. 10 megapixel sensor, 5x optical zoom on this camera, and of course the Nikkor glass lens that you find on the Nikon Coolpix cameras. The display is fully customizable. You can actually, it's all totally touch sensitive. I mean, in order to zoom the camera in, you simply touch the screen on the telephoto setting or the wide setting. It's got a number of features I'll show you that are very, very cool. But first of all, this is your home screen, which allows you to get to all of the various shooting modes in this camera. As you can see, it does do regular photos. You can go into your various scene modes here. It does shoot video, and of course, all of your playback is here. Now, if we take a look at the shooting mode, or actually the scene mode, I'll show you some of the scenes that are located in this camera. It's very easy to get to all the various scene modes. It comes up with a nice, very nice menu. You simply tap the scene that you want to be able to use, and it selects it. Of course, I'm just doing it from over here, so it's very difficult. But if you take a look, getting to all your various scenes, very simple just by touching the screen. One of the other things that's very, very nice about this camera, it does have a very nice autofocus built into it, but it's also able to focus on whatever you touch on the screen. So let's go ahead and go into basic shooting mode, and you can actually touch the screen to focus on something. So let's say you have a shot and you're lining it up, and maybe what you want to focus on is actually in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. You can actually simply touch the screen wherever you want to focus, and the camera will actually automatically focus on that point. So as you see, I've chosen that that's going to be our focus point for the frame right there. And wherever you touch becomes the focus point on this camera, which makes, obviously, focusing really, really easy and almost kind of fun. Also, you can adjust your macro setting here. You can turn it either on or off. Self-timer and smile mode is found right here. Of course, the smile shot mode, it will detect somebody smiling in the shot and pull the trigger when it detects the smile. You'll also see your flash settings here, and all of your playback mode settings are in here. There are some cool playback mode settings you're going to find inside of this camera, actually. Take a look here. You can actually draw and annotate on the screen. So this is a picture I took just a few moments ago. You can crop, annotate, reshape. So if we would just want to kind of say, take a look at this, we'll make this a red color. And we'll go, you know, this right here, that is not Randy. Is that right there? But yeah, you can annotate and do all this stuff just by touching the screen, and then of course upload the photos. Now you can set this up so that when you do annotate and change the photos, it will save two versions: the original version without any of your edits, and a new version with all of your edits. So you don't have to worry about losing that original picture. So this makes browsing and using the camera so much more intuitive. Because now you're able to get rid of all of the clunky buttons and get rid of all of the wheels and switches, and you're able to just simply touch your way through the camera, and it makes it very, very, very simple. As I've mentioned, it does do the smile shutter. It does do blink warning. Blink warning is actually going to warn you if somebody in your shot has their eyes closed or blinked during the shutter close. It does up to 3200 ISO, so you're able to get this very nice pictures even in low light situations with the Coolpix S60. It does a 640 by 480 movie mode, and also takes SD and SDHC cards, which go right in here, and that's also the rechargeable battery that comes with the camera, and it also comes with a charger as well as a port right there for plugging in to the computer. It does have an HDMI port as well, right here on the side, mini HDMI, so that you can plug this directly into your high-definition TV at home, so you can show off all of your pictures and all of your slideshows direct to the TV without a special adapter. Of course, you need a mini HDMI on one end of that cord, but that is a standard HDMI port that's built into this camera. So very advanced, very fun to use shooter, and also extraordinarily easy to use. This one is definitely built to be as simple to use as possible. So it's got that 10 megapixel sensor, nice big 5x zoom. It does have the ability to automatically determine what scene mode it should be in. So no longer do you even have to figure out what scene mode to be in on a camera. This will actually figure it out because it has that built-in database of all kinds of other scenes, and it's able to actually determine on its own which scene mode it should be using. It's got a customizable display. You can change up where things are located. You can change up color schemes. You can customize the boot logo so that you can show your favorite picture every time you turn the camera on. So it's very fun, very customizable, very easy to use. It's even easy to use that, that touch autofocus and touch exposure setting, so you can make those pictures look as good as possible. So go check it out. Definitely a different way to use a digital camera, and I'm finding that it's actually a very easy way to use a digital camera as well. Touchscreen, 3.5-inch high-res display on this thing. Go check it out. It's the Nikon S60 or the Nikon Coolpix S60.